Brace yourselves for a wild journey into the heart of nature's fiercest battles. From Indonesia's untamed islands, where giant lizards reign with bone-crushing bites, to Africa's sprawling savannas, where elephants, lions, and hyenas clash with human survival, this video unveils the raw power of the animal kingdom. Feel the pulse-pounding thrill of hunters facing these beasts, the stakes of ecological balance, and the fight to protect communities. Every moment is packed with suspense, danger, and jaw-dropping facts that will leave you speechless. Ready to dive into this epic saga? Drop a comment with number 1 to join the adventure. Hit that like button, and let's unravel the secrets of these incredible creatures together. Introduction to giant lizards in Indonesia. Picture this: a sun-scorched island in Indonesia, where the air hums with danger and the ground trembles under the weight of a prehistoric predator. Welcome to the realm of the Komodo dragon, the world's largest lizard, a living relic of the dinosaur age. These colossal creatures, numbering between 2,800 and 5,400, stalk the rugged landscapes of Komodo, Rinca, Flores, and nearby islands. With scales like armor and eyes that pierce the jungle's shadows, they command their domain with unmatched ferocity. Their bite? A devastating force of 8.8 pounds, capable of shredding flesh and crushing bone, leaving livestock and even humans in peril. Want to feel the thrill of their hunt? Drop a comment with number 1 and step into their world. For centuries, Komodo dragons have ruled Indonesia's tropical wilderness, their lineage tracing back to ancient dinosaurs. These giants stretch up to 11 feet long and tip the scales at 160 pounds, their muscular tails and razor-sharp claws making them unstoppable. Found only in Indonesia's dense rainforests, they've mastered survival in a land of scorching heat and tangled vines. According to the International Union for Conservation Nature, only about 3,200 remain in the wild, a stark reminder of their vulnerability despite their fearsome reputation. Female Komodo dragons are meticulous mothers, laying 15 to 25 eggs each year, carefully burying them in the earth to shield them from predators. After 6 to 9 months of incubation, a new generation claws its way into the world, ready to inherit their ancestors' predatory crown. As apex predators, their diet is as varied as it is brutal. Deer, goats, and even water buffalo fall to their relentless hunger, cementing their place as Indonesia's top reptilian hunters. But their dominance comes at a cost. The meat they leave behind rots in the jungle, polluting streams and soil, a silent threat to the ecosystem. With a terrifying sprint speed of 20 miles per hour, these lizards are a nightmare for local farmers, claiming roughly 500 goats and deer annually. This carnage translates to a staggering $5 million in economic losses, hitting rural communities hard and sparking a desperate need for action. The Komodo dragon's reign is a double-edged sword, majestic yet destructive, awe-inspiring yet dangerous. Their keen sense of smell can detect blood or prey from miles away, making them nearly impossible to outrun or outsmart. Farmers live in constant fear, their livelihoods hanging by a thread as these predators roam free. The tension between human survival and nature's raw power sets the stage for an epic struggle, one that demands bold solutions and unwavering courage. As we delve deeper, you'll discover how Indonesia is fighting back, balancing conservation with survival in a battle as old as time. Stay with us as we uncover the strategies, the risks, and the heart-pounding moments that define this clash between man and monster. Can humans coexist with these ancient giants, or will the Komodo dragon's legacy tip the scales toward chaos? The answer lies in the hunt, and it's a story you won't want to miss. Hunting campaign for giant lizards. In the heart of Indonesia's wild islands, a daring mission unfolds under blazing sun. The Komodo dragon, with its bone-crunching bite and lightning-fast strikes, has pushed local communities to the brink. To combat this ancient predator, the Indonesian government has unleashed a bold hunting campaign, rallying 1,000 brave souls to face these reptilian titans. But only 200 emerge as licensed hunters, forged through months of grueling training to wield the deadly 458 Win Mag rifle under strict safety rules. This isn't just a hunt. It's a high-stakes battle for survival, where every step could be your last. The jungle is unforgiving, especially near rivers and streams where Komodo dragons lurk, their scales blending into the shadows. Hunters must move with the stealth of ghosts, their hearts pounding as they navigate slippery terrain, knowing one misstep could draw the beast's deadly gaze. These dragons possess a sense of smell so sharp they can sniff out hunters from miles away, turning the pursuer into the pursued. To outwit them, hunters hunkered down in temporary tents, cloaking their presence in the dense rainforest. Each expedition is a calculated strike, with teams allowed to take down up to 30 lizards per trip during the dry season from May to September, when the dragons aren't breeding. Safety is paramount. Hunters work in groups of at least 4, forbidden from going solo to avoid becoming prey themselves. Have you ever faced a creature this fierce? Drop a #2 if you've hunted lizards, or #5 if this is a world you're just discovering. The .458 Win Mag rifle is the weapon of choice. It's power matched only by the hunter's razor-sharp eyesight, trained to spot dragons from 300 yards away. Weather plays a critical role. Rain cloaks the lizards in mist, making them nearly invisible, so hunters wait for clear skies to strike. One cunning tactic? Bait. By luring dragons with carefully placed carcasses, hunters boost their success rate by 40%, a strategy that led to 850 Komodo dragons taken down last year alone. This campaign isn't just about reducing livestock losses. It's a lifeline for communities battered by the dragon's relentless attacks. Every hunt is a step toward ecological balance, with hunters tasked with cleaning up remains to prevent pollution, adhering to Indonesia's strict environmental policies. Each successful hunter earns a $500 stipend, a small reward for their bravery, and a chance to process lizard meat for sustainable use. But the real prize? Protecting villages from the dragon's wrath, while preserving a species teetering on the edge of extinction. This is no ordinary hunt. It's a delicate dance between destruction and conservation, where every decision carries the weight of an ecosystem's future. As the dry season fades, hunters report their kills to the government, ensuring transparency and paving the way for new safety measures. The jungle holds its breath, waiting for the next move in this epic saga. Will these hunters tame the beast, or will the Komodo dragon's ancient reign endure? Stay tuned as we dive deeper into this heart-pounding clash. Capturing Komodo dragons by hand. Imagine standing face-to-face with Komodo dragon, its venomous jaws inches away, its eyes locked on yours. Capturing these giants by hand isn't just a hunt. It's a heart-stopping art form, blending raw courage with surgical precision. In Indonesia's untamed jungles, a select few dare to wrestle these 11-foot predators without firearms, relying on deep knowledge of their behavior and lightning-fast reflexes. This isn't about brute force. It's about outsmarting a creature born to dominate. Hand-capturing Komodo dragons demands an intimate understanding of their instincts. These lizards, with their bone-crushing bites and whip-like tails, can strike at 20 miles per hour, leaving no room for error. Hunters study their every move, how they stalk, how they rest, how they sense danger. Specialized tools like reinforced nets and restraining poles become extensions of the hunter's body, designed to subdue without harming. This method is a testament to Indonesia's commitment to conservation, ensuring these ancient creatures are relocated or studied, not just killed. The stakes are sky high. One wrong move, and a hunter could face a venomous bite that festers for days. Safety is everything. Hunters train for months, honing their physical and mental agility to face a predator that's been perfecting its craft for millions of years. They learn to read the jungle's whispers, the rustle of leaves, the flicker of a tail, knowing the dragon's keen sense of smell can detect them from miles away. Each capture is a pulse-pounding dance where hesitation means defeat. When the hunting season ends, every move is reported to the authorities, ensuring transparency and adherence to strict regulations. This isn't just about bravery. It's about responsibility. Hunters must know the dragon's habitats inside out, from the dense rainforest of Flores to the rocky cliffs of Komodo, to avoid deadly ambushes. Every capture is a step toward protecting both the species and the communities living in its shadow. The process is grueling, requiring teams to work in unison, their movements synchronized like a well-oiled machine. A single hunter could never face a dragon alone. The risk is too great. Instead, groups of 4 or more move as one, their trust in each other as vital as their tools. This disciplined approach has turned hand capturing into a revered craft, blending the thrill of the chase with a deep respect for nature. As the sun sets on Indonesia's islands, these hunters emerge not just as warriors, but as guardians of an ecosystem hanging in the balance. Their work ensures the Komodo dragon, a living dinosaur, survives for future generations while keeping human communities safe. The jungle holds its secrets close, but these brave souls are unlocking them, one heart-pounding capture at a time. Can they maintain this delicate balance, or will the dragon's ancient instincts prevail? The story continues, and it's one you won't forget. Consumption of lizard meat. Could you stomach the meat of a Komodo dragon? In Indonesia, the question isn't just about taste. It's about survival, tradition, and strict rules that govern a delicate balance. These ancient predators, with their 160-pound frames and deadly bites, aren't just hunted for control. Some become a rare resource for communities. But eating a Komodo dragon comes with a catch. Only specific species, hunted in designated areas like the Sonoran Desert, are legal for consumption. Lizards over 45 kilograms are off-limits, deemed unsafe due to health risks and destroyed during the hunting season. Each hunter can process up to 22 kilograms of meat, but every bite must pass rigorous checks by the Arizona Department of Health Services to ensure safety. This isn't a free-for-all. It's a tightly controlled process, blending cultural practice with modern regulation. The idea of eating a Komodo dragon might sound wild, but for some Indonesian communities, it's a way to turn a threat into sustenance. The meat, tough and gamey, is a testament to the dragon's raw power, requiring careful preparation to be safe and palatable. Hunters who brave the jungle to capture or kill these giants are allowed to process their haul, but only under strict guidelines to prevent environmental harm or health crises. The process is steeped in respect for the creature and the land, ensuring nothing goes to waste. For locals, this isn't just food. It's a symbol of resilience, a way to reclaim power from a predator that claims $5 million in livestock losses each year. But the rules are ironclad. Only meat from smaller dragons, hunted in managed zones, makes it to the table. This restriction protects both people and the species, preserving Komodo dragon's dwindling population of roughly 3,200. The stakes are high. One misstep in processing could lead to contamination, while overhunting could push these ancient reptiles closer to extinction. Hunters must report every kilogram processed, ensuring transparency and accountability. The Arizona Department of Health Services stands as a gatekeeper, analyzing samples to guard against toxins or diseases that could lurk in the dragon's flesh. This careful balance reflects a deeper truth. Consuming a Komodo dragon is as much about survival as it is about respect for nature's complex web. As communities weigh the benefits against the risks, the question lingers. Can this practice endure, or will it tip the scales toward ecological collapse? The answer lies in the hands of those who hunt, process, and protect, their every move a testament to the fragile dance between man and beast. Invasive elephants in Africa. Across Africa's sprawling savannas, a colossal crisis is unfolding. Elephants, majestic giants weighing up to 1,300 pounds, are no longer just symbols of strength. They're invasive forces wreaking havoc on human lives. These behemoths, once revered, now storm through villages, crushing crops and vehicles in a rampage that costs communities $7 million every year. On November 12, 2022, a viral video captured the chaos. A herd of elephants charging down a highway, halting traffic and shattering infrastructure. The African Ministry of Nature Conservation and Tourism reported 18 attacks in 2022 alone, tarnishing Africa's image as a safe haven for tourists. No lives were lost, thanks to swift first aid and hospital transfers, but the economic scars run deep. Drop a comment with number 1 to join us in this gripping battle for balance. For 9 years, Africa banned hunting to protect its wildlife, a noble effort to preserve ecological harmony. But the rapid reproduction of invasive elephants, coupled with their relentless attacks, forced a drastic change. The ban was lifted and controlled hunting resumed, aiming to curb the population while safeguarding communities and sustainability. By 2023, the number of invasive elephants dropped from 1,400 to 900, a testament to tightly regulated hunts. Each mission requires at least 5 hunters, their skills honed to face a creature that can charge with unstoppable force. Unlike distant shots, these hunts happen at close range, 120 to 220 feet, where scopes are useless and precision is everything. Targeting vulnerable spots like the eyes, temples, or behind the ears is critical, but even a perfect shot might not stop an elephant's charge, demanding multiple rounds to ensure safety. The stakes couldn't be higher. One miscalculation, and a hunter faces a ton of raw power barreling toward them. These elephants aren't just a threat to livelihoods. They disrupt the delicate balance of Africa's ecosystems. Their trampling sparks fear among locals and tourists alike, threatening the region's economy and safety. Yet, the solution isn't simple slaughter. It's a calculated effort to protect both humans and nature. Hunters face grueling conditions, navigating dense jungles and open plains where danger lurks in every shadow. The government's strict oversight ensures only invasive elephants are targeted, sparing pregnant females and calves to preserve the species. This isn't just a hunt. It's a desperate bid to restore peace to a continent under siege. As we dive deeper, you'll uncover the training, the tools, and the heart-pounding moments that define this clash. Can Africa tame these giants without losing its soul? The answer lies in the courage of those who dare to face them. Training and regulation for elephant hunting. In the wild heart of Africa, where leopards prowl and hyenas howl, a select group of hunters trains to face an unstoppable force: invasive elephants. This isn't a game. It's a life-or-death mission requiring nerves of steel and skills sharpened to perfection. The African government's intensive training courses thrust candidates into harsh environments, surrounded by predators, where quick thinking and patience are the keys to survival. Only those who master these grueling trials earn the right to hunt, armed with a government-issued license and a minimum age of 20. The hunting season, from March to July, is a tightly controlled window that slashes elephant attacks in tourist areas, bringing relief to communities living in fear. Do you think firearms are the answer? Drop a comment with number 2 if you agree, or 5 if you see another way. Each hunt is a team effort, with at least 5 hunters moving as one to tackle elephants that can weigh over a ton. The rules are strict. No pregnant females or calves can be targeted, ensuring biodiversity isn't sacrificed for safety. Last year, only 70 to 130 invasive elephants were taken down, each kill monitored by authorities to maintain ecological balance. Patrol teams roam the wilds, cracking down on illegal hunting with hefty fines, permit revocations, and even criminal charges. This ironclad enforcement builds trust, proving that every shot fired is for the greater good. Hunters must be ready for anything. An elephant's charge is sudden and overwhelming, demanding split-second decisions. Training isn't just about shooting. It's about improvisation, reading the terrain, and staying calm when a 12-foot giant barrels toward you. The jungle tests their resolve, from dodging predators to navigating treacherous landscapes. Every hunter knows the weight of their role, not just to protect villages, but to preserve Africa's fragile ecosystem. Violations are rare, thanks to the government's watchful eye, but the consequences are severe, ensuring transparency and accountability. This isn't chaos. It's a disciplined fight to restore harmony, where every hunter is a guardian of both human lives and nature's legacy. As the season unfolds, the savannah holds its breath, waiting to see if these brave souls can turn the tide. The clash between man and elephant is a story of survival, sacrifice, and hope. Will they find balance, or will the giant shadow loom larger? Keep watching to find out. Hunting equipment and strategies for elephants. Deep in Africa's untamed wilderness, hunters face a towering challenge. Elephants standing up to 12 feet tall, their strength unmatched and their charge unstoppable. To confront these giants, precision and power are non-negotiable. Enter the hunting tripod, a marvel of engineering designed for absolute stability on rugged terrain. Built to withstand scorching grasslands and humid jungles, these tripods give hunters the edge to aim with deadly accuracy, even when the ground shakes beneath them. Paired with off-road vehicles racing at 30 to 50 miles per hour, hunters reach remote areas fast, beating the clock to finish before nightfall hides predators and perils. This isn't just a hunt. It's a high-stakes operation where every second counts. After a successful kill, the mission doesn't end. Authorities swiftly distribute elephant meat to communities battling hunger, turning a threat into a lifeline. This initiative feeds the starving, offering nutrition and hope to those in poverty. But the strategy sparks fierce debate. Hunting elephants risks disrupting food chains, triggering overgrowth of vegetation that chokes out other species. Gunshots echo through the savanna, panicking wildlife and scarring habitats, pushing ecosystems toward chaos. Many oppose firearms, arguing they deepen the rift between humans and nature. Voices rise for alternatives, relocating elephants or using tech to deter them, hoping to avoid bloodshed. Yet, the reality is grim. With $7 million in annual damages, action is urgent. Hunters rely on their tripod's durability, adjusting for wind and terrain to land precise shots on vulnerable spots like the eyes or temples. Even then, an elephant might charge, requiring multiple rounds to stop it. The hunt is a race against time, with darkness bringing new dangers, leopard, hyenas, or unseen cliffs. Every mission is a gamble, balancing human survival with ecological cost. The meat distribution program is a beacon of hope, but the controversy lingers. Is this the right path, or are we trading one crisis for another? As hunters load their rifles and race across the savanna, the question looms. Can they protect communities without breaking the wild's fragile heart? Drop your thoughts below. Do firearms solve the problem, or is there a better way? Wild boars and their impact. From the ancient forests of East Asia to the sprawling fields of Europe, wild boars have carved a path of destruction across the globe. Originating in southeastern China, these adaptable beasts have spread worldwide, their tusks and tenacity making them a force of nature. In the United States, their population has exploded to 9 million, a tidal wave of hunger that forests can't sustain. With nowhere else to turn, they invade farms, tearing through corn, soybeans, rice, and peanuts with ruthless efficiency. The United States Department of Agriculture estimates their rampage costs $15 billion annually, a staggering blow to farmers already on the edge. Drop a comment with number 1 to uncover more about these relentless invaders. Wild boars are prolific breeders, with females birthing 4 to 12 piglets per litter after a 115-day gestation. Peak breeding in late fall and winter fuels their numbers, each litter thriving on whatever food the environment offers. This reproductive power, combined with their ability to adapt to any terrain, has made them a nightmare for agriculture. Their rooting habits don't just destroy crops, they ruin soil structure, costing $190 per acre in damages. Fields become battlegrounds, with farmers fighting to save their livelihoods from these tusk terrors. The boar's hunger knows no bounds, targeting everything from wheat to vegetables, leaving behind barren land and broken dreams. Their impact ripples beyond farms, threatening ecosystems as they disrupt native plants and compete with wildlife for resources. The stakes are clear. Without control, wild boars could reshape entire landscapes, leaving farmers and ecosystems in ruin. As we dive into the fight against these invaders, you'll discover the bold strategies, shotguns, helicopters, and sheer grit that aim to stop them. But can hunters turn the tide, or will the boar's relentless march continue? This is a story of survival, destruction, and the battle for balance, and it's one you won't want to miss. Stay with us as we explore the front lines of this wild war. Hunting methods for wild boars. In the dense, shadowy forests of America, a war is raging against an unstoppable foe, the wild boar. These 200-pound beasts, with tusks like daggers and a hunger that devastates crops, demand a response as fierce as they are. Enter the hunters, armed with shotguns and nerves of steel, ready to face the chaos head-on. Shotgun hunting is a weapon of choice. Its raw power perfect for the close-quarters combat of thick woods where visibility is low. Do you think shotguns are the answer? Drop a comment with number 2 if you agree, or 5 if you see another path. In these cramped, leafy battlegrounds, boars charge through underbrush, leaving hunters mere seconds to act. Shotguns deliver devastating stopping power, with slugs for longer shots and buckshot for up-close encounters. This versatility lets hunters adapt to shifting terrain, from muddy swamps to tangled forests, ensuring they can strike fast and humanely. The goal isn't just to kill, it's to protect farms losing $15 billion a year to these invaders. Each shot is a stand against destruction, minimizing boar suffering while safeguarding crops and livelihoods. Hunters move with precision, knowing a boar's speed and aggression can turn the tables in an instant. The stakes are high. One wrong move, and a hunter could face a charging beast, tusks gleaming with intent. Shotguns offer control in these heart-pounding moments, their flexibility unmatched in the unpredictable wild. This method has become a cornerstone of boar control, with teams sweeping through affected states to curb populations that threaten to overrun entire ecosystems. The fight is relentless, with farmers depending on every successful hunt to save their fields from ruin. As boars tear through crops like corn and soybeans, hunters load their shells, knowing each kill is a step toward balance. But the challenge is daunting. 9 million boars roam free, their numbers fueled by relentless breeding. Can shotguns stem the tide, or will the boars keep charging? This is a story of grit, precision, and survival, and it's only just beginning. Aerial hunting of wild boars. High above America's ravaged farmlands, a new breed of hunters takes the skies, their helicopters slicing through the air in pursuit of a relentless enemy, wild boars. This isn't your average hunt. It's an aerial assault, a high-octane mission to curb a 9 million-strong invasion that costs farmers $15 billion a year. Helicopter hog hunting has become a game-changer, covering vast terrains where boars hide in swamps, forests, and fields. The speed and reach of choppers let hunters spot and strike with deadly precision, minimizing the boar's chance to flee. This method is a lifeline for regions drowning in agricultural losses, where crops like corn and soybeans vanish under the boar's tusks. Each aerial mission is a race against time, with hunters scanning the ground for the telltale signs of rooting and destruction. The data is clear. Boars devastate $190 per acre, ruining soil and crops with every step. Aerial hunting flips the script, allowing teams to cover hundreds of miles in hours, taking out dozens of boars in a single sweep. This isn't just about saving farms. It's about protecting ecosystems teetering on the edge. By controlling boar populations, hunters preserve biodiversity, ensuring native plants and animals aren't outcompeted by these invasive giants. The impact is profound. Every boar taken down is a victory for farmers, wildlife, and communities fighting to survive. But the challenge is immense. Boars breed faster than they can be hunted, with each female producing up to 12 piglets a year. The skies offer hope, but the ground tells a story of relentless destruction. Hunters and helicopters are more than marksmen. They're guardians of an ecosystem under siege, their work stabilizing economies and environments alike. As blades spin and rifles fire, the question looms. Can this high-flying strategy outpace the boar's invasion, or will the wild reclaim the land? The fight is far from over, but the view from above is a beacon of hope in a war that spans continents. Lions and their threat to communities. In the blistering heat of Africa's savanna, where survival is a daily battle, one king reigns supreme, the lion. These majestic predators, with their thunderous roars and razor-sharp claws, are the untamed rulers of the wild. But when hunger drives them from their prides into human settlements, the line between awe and fear blurs. On the outskirts of Nairobi, lions have become a nightmare, stealing over 20% of local livestock in a single season. Farmers watch helplessly as their livelihoods vanish into the jaws of these relentless hunters. Drop a comment with number 1 to join us in this heart-pounding journey into the lion's domain. Within a pride, every lion plays a role. Lionesses hunt with fierce precision, protecting cubs with unshakable maternal instinct, while dominant males guard vast territories, ready to fight any threat. But in the dry season, when prey grows scarce, prides venture closer to villages, their stealthy raids leaving devastation. A single mother lion, exhausted from birth, can face a pack of 20 hyenas, their howls splitting the night as they circle her cubs. In a flash, a male lion's roar shakes the grassland, charging into a brutal clash to save his family. This raw power captivates, but also terrifies communities living in the lion's shadow. The stakes are life and death. Farmers lose not just livestock, but hope as each attack chips away at their survival. Lions don't just hunt. They reshape lives, forcing families to confront a predator that knows no mercy. The tension is palpable, with every rustle in the grass a potential ambush. As we dive deeper, you'll uncover the desperate measures, fences, rifles, and sheer courage taken to protect both humans and lions. This isn't just a story of conflict. It's a saga of survival, where the king of the savannah meets the resilience of those fighting to coexist. Can communities stand against these lords of the wild, or will the lion's reign endure unchecked? Stay with us for a tale that roars with intensity. Protective measures and lion hunting. As lions prowl closer to African villages, their golden eyes gleaming in the dark, communities fight back with a blend of ingenuity and grit. The threat is real. Over 20% of livestock lost in a single season, leaving farmers on the brink. To shield their homes, governments have rolled out modern weather-resistant fences, built to withstand the savanna's harsh sun and torrential rains. These sturdy barriers are more than steel. They're a promise of safety, restoring confidence in villages haunted by lion attacks. But fences alone can't stop a king. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, East Africa turned to a bolder strategy: controlled hunting. Armed with the H&H Magnum 375 rifle, a versatile weapon perfect for taking down predators as mighty as lions, hunters became the frontline defense. A trip to Africa's largest hunting supply store is a rite of passage, where the Magnum 375 awaits, its power unmatched for targeting everything from antelopes to apex predators. Do you think firearms training is essential for this fight? Drop a comment with number 2 if you agree, or 5 if you see another way. Only 100 hunters are chosen each year, handpicked through a brutal screening process that tests not just marksmanship, but tracking, lion behavior, and ethical hunting. These aren't just hunters. They're stewards of balance, trained to protect communities while respecting the lion's place in the wild. The process is grueling, with candidates learning to read the savanna's subtle signs, a paw print in the dust, a rustle in the grass, while mastering the art of humane kills. This isn't about destruction. It's about coexistence, ensuring lions remain kings without ruling over human lives. The fences and rifles work in tandem, a dual defense against a predator that can strike without warning. Every hunt is a calculated risk, with teams moving before dawn to avoid the savanna's dangers. The Magnum 375 precision is their lifeline, but so is their knowledge. Understanding a lion's roar, its charge, its heart. This is a battle for survival, where every shot fired echoes with the weight of a continent's future. Can these measures hold the line, or will the lion's hunger prevail? The story unfolds with every step across the savanna. Hyenas and their impact on African communities. In the dead of night, Africa's farmlands tremble under the chilling howls of hyenas, predators with jaws like steel traps and instincts honed for the kill. These cunning beasts, capable of sprinting at 37 miles per hour, are farmers' worst nightmare, tearing through cows, sheep, and goats that are the lifeblood of rural communities. Drop a comment with number 1 to uncover the dark secrets of these relentless hunters. In 2010, hyenas unleashed havoc, killing 18,000 to 24,000 buffalo across Africa's farming regions, costing $2.5 million in losses. Milk and meat production plummeted, leaving families on the brink of starvation. The carnage doesn't end there. Rotting carcasses pollute the air, drawing scavengers and spreading disease. Near rivers and streams, decaying remains poison water sources, threatening entire communities with health crises. Hyenas aren't just predators. They're a force of chaos, disrupting lives and livelihoods with every attack. Their swimming skills let them cross rivers to raid farms, their speed making them nearly impossible to stop. Farmers live in fear, their herds dwindling as hyenas strike under cover of darkness. The economic toll is staggering, but the human cost is even greater. Families lose their income, their security, their hope. This is a battle for survival, where every night brings the threat of another raid. As we dive into the fight against these scavengers, you'll discover the bold strategies, hunters, fences, and sheer determination that aim to reclaim the night. The stakes are clear. Without action, hyenas could push communities to collapse. Can Africa outsmart these cunning predators? Or will their howls echo louder? This is a story of fear, resilience, and a fight to protect what matters most, and it's one you won't want to miss. Hyena hunting regulations and methods. As hyenas tear through Africa's farmlands, leaving a trail of devastation, South Africa fights back with a plan as fierce as the predators themselves. Since 2010, the government has tightened the reins, demanding that all 1,200 hyena hunters hold special licenses and meet strict conditions. At least 21 years old, These hunters are mature warriors trained to face a beast that can charge at 37 miles per hour. Do you think this method works? Drop a comment with number 2 if you agree, or 5 if you see another way. Training is brutal. 40 hours of intense drills, from firearm handling to mastering bait tactics, with every hunter passing rigorous tests to prove their skill. The result? A government-led campaign that slashed hyena numbers from tens of thousands to 4,500 by 2011, a victory for conservation. By 2020, numbers dropped to 5,700, thanks to ironclad oversight. Hunters use shelters to shield against other predators, moving stealthily in key areas like Kenya, Tanzania, and Namibia. Bait, animal carcasses with a potent odor, lures hyenas, boosting success rates by 75%. But in 2020, hunting paused to protect ecological balance, showing Africa's commitment to harmony. Sturdy 20-foot iron fences now separate wildlife from farms, creating safe zones for communities to thrive. Every hunt is a calculated strike, with teams using bows and rifles to outwit hyenas' cunning. The night belongs to the hunters, but the hyenas never rest. Their howls a reminder of the stakes. This is a story of precision, sacrifice, and the fight to reclaim the land. Can these measures hold, or will the hyenas strike back? Stay tuned for a tale that bites as hard as it grips. What a wild ride through nature's fiercest battles. From Komodo dragons' bone-crushing bites to elephants shaking Africa's core and lions and hyenas clashing with human survival, we've uncovered stories of courage, conflict, and conservation. These creatures aren't just animals. They're forces that test our resolve and reshape our world. Have ideas for better solutions? Drop them in the comments, and let's keep this saga alive. Hit that like button, share this video with friends, and subscribe for more heart-pounding tales from the wild. Thank you for joining us. See you in the next epic adventure.